For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
You hear the music. My golly, the guy's back in town. His name's Alexander Zonjic. Wow.
I think I just played a polka.
Well, that's all right. We'll accept
I looked
that.
at you for some reason, a polka.
Well, it's probably in my face, written in my face, my Irish face, and you look like I needed a polka.
You're Irish?
Welcome back to the world of St. Clair. Oh, Danny boy is a good boy.
Nice
Another
to
story
be
there.
back, Paul.
Yeah, nice to see
You
you.
look the same. You haven't aged.
I thank you very much. You haven't either.
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks we were here, about an hour ago. You were here a couple years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, with Dave Wilkie, who's passed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Dave Wilkie.
Funny guy.
Funny guy, and he had you
Nice
here
man.
for the St. Clair Art Association Art Fair.
I remember that.
And everybody raved.
We
and
played
said,
in the heat. I remember.
Yeah, guarantee there's heat during the art fair.
It was hot. Yeah, but oh, that's right. And how many years ago was that, Paul?
I would say 4 or 5,
4 or 5.
at least.
Very good.
And
we had a good time.
we'll look that up and send you an email.
Did I get paid for that?
Yes, absolutely. The check probably has not been cashed yet.
I think I got a weekend stay at the St. Clair Inn.
And it was subsequently closed.
They closed it once they gave me the gift.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
It's great to be back. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You are doing some interesting things around southeastern Michigan, and you're gonna bring that to St. Clair. What's it all about?
Yeah. Well, we talked about it earlier. How these, I fell into this. I guess if you look at my oldest event, 21 years ago, I started Jazz on the River.
Right.
Elizabeth Park in Trenton, and now it's huge, And then it was the River Raisin Jazz Festival in Monroe, and then it was Dearborn Jazz on the Avenue, and Carousel by the River in Windsor. And make a long story short, along with playing flute and guitar, which I still play, I got into this artistic director kind of role where all these different folks, in some cases DDAs, municipalities, approached me to put on events, and the events became amazingly successful.
Wonderful.
I think due in part to the fact that they're free to the public.
Yep.
They're very family-oriented events. They go under, in most cases, they go under the category of jazz, but they're usually jazz in name only. The audiences are broader. When you start to bring in Ohio players and Jeffrey Osborne and Al Jarreau, that's a broad audience.
Al Jarreau.
Yeah, I've brought Al in quite a few times, and so this one has been interesting because for as often as I've driven down that beautiful across Palmer Park, and I've always said to myself, great place for a festival. The word must have got out there cosmically and indirectly through a young guy from your area who works for me, Adam Busatil, who is a good friend of Mitch's.
Mitch Kukas.
Yes, and I just laid it out there to Adam. I says, Adam, you know what? We should do a festival. And I got a cold call from Mitch, and Mitch hooked up a meeting with the mayor, and I came in for 2 or 3 more or less, discussions. There was no commitments or anything. I go, let me come in. I'll drive in. I think it's worth it. And I've also had enough experience with this to know that if I come in and I tell them what I'm doing, that they're going to get it. Most people get how cool this is because it's cultural. It's not a carnival. I'm not bringing in, tribute bands and Ferris wheels. I'm bringing in a real cultural event. And it was so interesting. The early meetings were fun. Everyone kind of kept looking at me going,
who is this guy?
Exactly. And it goes, they more or less were looking at me as though, so I hear you want to do a festival. And I go, no. What I want to do
you guys
is
do
partner with you. Yes.
Yeah.
It's got to be your event, not my event. So the first couple of discussions, to be honest with you, I thought there was interest, but I wasn't really sure that there was a real, that their heart was really in it. Are we really going to do this thing? And then after one meeting, it was Jim Downey, I think he's the city attorney, who apparently during a discussion with Mr. Moore, is it Frank Moore?
Yeah, Frank Moore.
Frank Moore said, hey, I got an email from him saying, hey, guess what? There's a lot of excitement around this idea. And there's a lot of people here who know you are, and there's a lot of people that would love to have this. I go, well, that's kind of cool. I was still very cautious, because I know that this is a big commitment. And again, I kept throwing it back at him. Then I went to Port Huron and had a wonderful meeting at the foundation, where again someone says to me, "So I hear you want." I'll go, "No. I don't want to do anything. I want you guys to do it, you know. And, you know, by hook or by crook, and because of the passion that came out of the mayor, and it came out of Mitch, and came out of Jim, came out of Pat O'Connor, and came from Mr. Moore and the foundation, I got a call from Jim, and I gave them an entry-level budget. I goes, here's how much we need to just do a pretty cool event. If you can get there,
then we can talk.
I'll put it together for you know. And so, so Jim was thrilled to call me and say, I think we're going to do this. And I go, wow, how cool.
I know he's really excited.
Yeah, and it was funny. I gave him a deadline of June. I said, if you can't commit by June, let's wait till the following year.
Right.
And sure enough, by June they said, let's do it. And I said, well, we got 3 months to do what I think, in essence, if you look at this first year, it's a pilot. It's an experiment. Do I think it's going to work? Of course it's going to work.
What do you normally do at the Monroe one and the Raisin, the other ones? What happens during the day?
Well, those events, again, keep in mind, are in one case 15 years along,
Okay.
in another case 21 years
Okay.
along. You take Jazz on the River started with 300 people in a little showmobile and not even near the
Okay.
lineup we have,
Okay.
and now it's 25,000 people a day.
Marvelous.
So it's a cultural event.
Okay.
The main reason they're there, they come early, they bring their lawn chairs, they get that perfect spot, and they are there all day. And yes, they want to wander around and enjoy your community.
Right.
And all the PR is going to be out there, and people are going to hear about St.
Right.
Clair. The community is a very important part of this.
Okay.
Having a great setting like Palmer Park,
Right.
like downtown St. Clair,
Right.
is instrumental in this. It really makes it work. Elizabeth Park in Trenton, beautiful park.
Right.
St. Mary's Park in downtown Monroe. Heritage Landing in Muskegon. Shadell Gardens and Arboretum in Elmore, Ohio. That's
Perfect venues.
perfect venues. And it's family, and they enjoy the whole thing, and it continues to grow. So I will say we are, that is an amazing lineup for a first year event. And it starts one day, and once you get that one day really working, you go to two.
Right.
So you go from Saturday to Sunday.
Right.
And then if that really works, you back into Friday.
Okay.
Friday is the third day.
Let's talk about this. It's Saturday, August the 20th.
It is.
And where physically is the county stage going to be there? Are you going to use
No,
that?
no, we're bringing everything in.
you're bringing
County
it-
stage wouldn't work.
Okay.
We're bringing in real staging, real sound, real lights. You know where the, you guys know this park so well, I feel silly telling you where
No.
you know where the arch is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in that area.
Okay.
With the stage right up, with the water in the background.
Right.
And people sitting all over. Be food vendors and barbecue down the street.
So the stage will be backed up to the arch?
No, stage will be against the water.
Oh, okay.
Audience will be looking, no, I would
Oh,
never.
okay, okay.
That has to be what people look at.
Okay.
I want to be playing when a big freighter goes by and I
Yeah.
can go,
Dude.
you know, I mean, it's, I want to be, I've never played Anchors Away.
Oh, well, we'll do this. We'll make sure that we schedule the right number of ships.
Paul, I do so many events on water.
Yeah.
And the boats come, and it's so,
Okay, so
It's
you
exciting.
Saturday, August 20th. And
Free.
what is your your lineup so far?
well, the lineup is done, and the
Okay.
lineup fell together really quickly, and it's a cross section. Great sax player from East Lansing, Phil Denny, young
Yep,
up and comer.
heard
You'll
of
be
him.
reading about Phil Denny in the next couple of years, I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee it. Detroit mainstay, all girls, straight ahead, incredible, more traditional straight ahead jazz. And they do have a great male sax player, if I may band, because they were all girl for years. They're a Detroit institution.
Okay.
We've got this incredible group from Canada, 480 East, big smooth jazz group, and they're being joined by a famous sax player from LA, Jakeem Joyner,
Wow.
who tours all over the world with Keiko Matsui. Then my show, I have Jeff Lorber, the Grammy Award-winning keyboard player, producer. This guy's given Kenny G, Dave Koz, all those people. Who did they all get their first break with? With Jeff Lorber. Jeff Lorber was the guy. And then one of the real staples on Smooth Jazz Radio is Huge Groove. His real name is Eugene Groves.
Okay.
And he is amazing. So he's coming from LA. Lorber's coming from LA. 480 East is coming from Toronto. Jakeem comes in from LA. We've got straight ahead from Detroit. So we lucked out. At that late stage when I started to make my calls.
That's why you had to cut it off at June, or otherwise you never had good acts.
After June, I wouldn't have it. And I had to have acts that weren't already playing all these other events.
That's right.
And I had to have acts that were available,
Right.
and I needed to call.
Right.
Every single act on that poster is a Good Buddy discount. I have to call them and say, help me out here. They know what I do.
They want to get it started.
They want to get it started, and they've all played all the other ones. And so I think we're up and running, and the energy from the city is amazing. And so this is going to be good. 5 years from now, you and I will be talking about this festival.
Good. We'll still be looking young. How can the public help you? Besides, is there tickets? Is there
No, it's free. That's the magic. You know, who's going to ask for their money back, Paul?
Nobody. Maybe Bob Wheeler. Maybe Bob over here. But.
No, you know what? The magic with these is that they become an amenity for the community. And that was what I explained when I met with the foundation. No, here's what you do. You know, our profit is art.
Okay.
Literally.
Good.
This is a cultural event. And you can't spend your money more wisely. We obviously, Cargill has been a big partner in this. They're a big sponsor. The Community Foundation is on board. We've got a handful of sponsors. I think in the next few years, you know, because you got to, you know, it's one of those build it and they will come.
Yes.
You're going to see sponsors and so much more support. As far as the community goes, bring your blanket and bring your lawn chair and get there early and plan to stay late.
Marvelous.
And get up and dance and have a good time. And I'd love to see this thing expand to 2 days.
Oh, I think it will.
Maybe in a couple of years, 3 days eventually. I'd like to see it go into the community. I'd like to see local community groups playing there. I'd love to see a second stage. Because ideally what happens when I build them out, if you take, for example, Muskegon, started with 2 days at Heritage Landing. We added a third day at a park, at Hackley Park. We added a fourth day partnering with the Symphony. We added an after party on, so it becomes Jazz Week. And that's what I'd love to see here.
Well, I think it will.
And then when the hotel opens,
oh yeah, phenomenal.
come on, you and I will have those suites right on the water.
That's right. We'll just sit in our air-conditioned room and say, keep on playing.
Keep on playing, and we'll get the lake freighters. They'll stop this time. They won't just go right by, you know. And maybe with any luck, if I hurry up, because I'm Canadian after all, maybe I can get Gordon Lightfoot.
All right, I'd like that.
You see?
That'd be good too.
How many people write lake freighter songs?
That's right, just one, just one. So let's go. Saturday, August the 20th. You don't have to buy a ticket.
Yes.
All you
Music
do is
starts
show
at
up.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. and goes until
9. Goes till 9 o'clock. 1 to 2, 2:30 to 3:30, 4 to 5:15, 5:45 to 7, 7:30 to 9. You can tell I've done this.
Yes.
And it's the same model.
It's a successful formula that you've done.
Totally works. Totally works. And the key to it is the community and the community embracing it. This is not about revenue. The revenue is going to be on the back end. More people coming to St. Clair, people who have never been here before.
Right.
I guarantee you'll be here. And the other thing that's magical about these events is how diverse they are. You'll see more diversity in that park than you've ever seen. And so it's very exciting.
Music draws a lot of people together.
It totally brings them together. And it's very funny when I do these for large municipalities, and you meet with, for example, the chief of police, and of course, you know what comes up. Well, what do we need to be concerned about? Well, I go, security. All you need is one EMS truck in case somebody trips on a curb.
Yep.
Because this audience,
it's a nice audience,
is a beautiful audience, and you can bring your family. And the music's more crossover than people give it credit for. Once they experience it, you know, sometimes that jazz word, whether we like it or not, scares people away.
Right.
And
they don't know what it is.
Yeah, and they don't know that it means a lot of different things. You know, I mean, Kenny G's a very dear friend of mine, and we've been friends since '79. That guy has sold 100 million records. He didn't sell 100 million records because he's a jazz anything.
No.
He just plays great music.
Right.
You know? And so I've always thought of my own music and what I record and what I play as being more jazzy than jazz. You know, but as these years go by, and I guarantee you, we are building something here. This is never a one and done for me, you know, because it's I have so much fun doing this kind of stuff.
Well, and you were here 4 or 5 years ago. We'll find out how many years ago you were, and you found a spot that you thought would be perfect for this.
I did.
And you nurtured it and brought it back, and I think that's great. So yes, it's not a one and done. It's not a one and done.
Yeah, so you're going to get up and sing maybe?
Yeah, I will. I sing really loud and off key.
But which one?
Loud and off key. Do you know that song?
Yeah. That's why I hear you sing that way. I hear you sing tenor 15 miles from here.
Yes. And what's
solo? No one can hear.
I have to ask that question again. What's the difference between a flautist and a flutist?
A flutist the difference between a flutist and a flautist is
$20 bucks.
$20 an hour.
Oh, $20 an hour.
Paul, don't steal my jokes without telling them properly.
Alexander Zonjic.
Pleasure. Always a pleasure. Maybe we'll meet again before, because we got a little while to go.
We definitely will. Can you play us out? Yeah. Watch the man there. Well, we are back. We're back with another friend, this time Deb Johnson from St. Clair County Community Mental Health. Always a pleasure to see your smiling face.
Thank you. It's always good to be here, Paul.
You have a wonderful job that helps thousands of people, and I really mean that literally. You've got a big staff, and your tentacles, your hands, your love reaches out to many, many spots.
We try to be all over the community.
Yeah, you really do.
And,
You got an office in Marine City. You got main office in Port Huron.
Office in KPAC.
KPAC.
And also we have one of our programs at the Lady of Guadalupe Center, and it's in the south part of Port Huron for kids with autism. So we have.
Really?
Yes. That started in the last year, in the fall actually. And we opened that location for specifically that service. But the first three we talked about, all our services are available through all those locations.
You are here today to talk to us about groceries.
Well, groceries among other things.
Okay.
But related to groceries, not just groceries, but also soups, sandwiches, salads, smoothies.
Well, those are all groceries.
All those fun things.
Yeah.
Yes, our newest.
Which doesn't really, people wouldn't think of St. Clair County Community Mental Health in that arena.
No, but our newest venture is we are opening the Sail Inn Cafe and Convenience Store located in downtown Port Huron next to McMorran, and it's adjacent to the new Blue Water Transit Center.
Okay.
And actually, the idea originally came from Jim Wilson, who is, of course, the director of Blue Water Transit.
Yeah.
And he brought in a lot of federal funding to build that transit center. And he had an extra 1,500 square feet and said, would you guys like to run a program similar to your galley program, which is like a restaurant? And we said, yeah, we'd like to do that. And he made us a deal on the lease we couldn't refuse. And we said, but in addition to that, we think we should have a grocery store component to it, so a convenience store, because there is nothing like that right downtown.
And there's a lot of people living in lofts now.
Lofts, and then the boaters that come in all the time.
Right.
I mean, you need some milk or chips or dip or ketchup or mustard or toilet paper, aspirin, over-the-counter meds, sunscreens, things like that. So we'll have all those kinds of items. We are having our big grand opening celebration Tuesday, July 12th. Okay, well that's right this week. And it will be, actually we'll be open that day from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. But all the big activities are happening from 10 to 2 that day. And we have a lot of great specials between 10 and 2. We have free balloons for the kids with our Sail Inn Cafe logo, and free food samples, smoothies, slushies, things like that. Free large fountain drink with any purchase. $1. Oh, we have a soft serve ice cream machine. You can't get that right downtown. No. You have to walk away. There's a Dairy Queen or something at this south end.
There's a Dairy Queen across from the old post, near the old post office.
Right, but we're right downtown. So we're gonna have $1 ice cream cones, nachos, hot dogs, and bottled water. We have a lunch special, mini pulled pork sandwich from Chef Shell's, because Chef Shell's business is kind of across the parking lot from us, and we're gonna be working collaboratively we'll sell her muffins, donuts, bagels in the morning, and then once in a while we'll offer that pulled pork special.
This doesn't sound very healthy. Ice cream, donuts.
Wait a minute. We have healthy stuff too. We have healthy smoothies.
Okay.
And a lot of other healthy things there. But anyways, so that's that's for $3. Oh, the fruit. Did I say fruit?
Yep.
See? And then we
small
have
pieces of fruit with large ice cream.
Right. I think we're gonna have yogurt in the machine too.
Okay.
Soft serve yogurt. So actually, I know we are. So that will be good. That will be healthier. And then we're having a live radio broadcast. That's always exciting. Q Country will be there. Chuck Santoni.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And he's fun. And that'll start at 10 o'clock. We have a special ribbon cutting ceremony with Blue Water Chamber will be there. We're members of the Chamber of Commerce, and so Thelma Castillo. And Sherry Archibald will be doing a proclamation from the City of Port Huron. Jeff Bohm, St. Clair local, and Chair of the County Commissioners will also be there saying a few words. So we're excited about all of that.
And that's all Tuesday.
That's all Tuesday the 12th.
2 o'clock till?
Well, 10 o'clock to 2 are all the special things
Right.
happening, but the store will be open, and our regular hours are 6:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
And once we see how that goes, we may expand the hours to be more consistent with the bus hours. But for now, that's what it's going to be. And if people can't make it on the 12th, stop by after that. It'll be great to see people. They also put some really nice outdoor seating there. So if you're just walking around downtown, you want to stop for a break, stop in.
Next time you come, bring some pictures, some JPEGs of the place, and we'll put those up while we're talking.
I will, and I meant to bring you, we have these really cool bottled waters, you know, that we have our logo on with a coupon. On there, but I forgot to bring the bottles. I'll bring them next time.
That's fine. You're always welcome.
Okay.
And you've got some other things going too.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the importance of friendship, or the power of friendship, and because July 30th, which is the end of the month, is the International Day of Friendship. And
wow, I didn't know that.
I know. There's all we were talking last time about all the special days that there are.
Yeah.
But, throughout the whole year, and there's some really funny ones, of course. But this is a good one, I think, and it's a day that just promotes the importance of friendship. And I think the older we get as adults, we tend to not take as much time for our friends as we maybe should. And but friends are really important, and I think we all realize that at certain points in our lives when you really need your friends and they're there to support you. Well, it's even more important if you have a mental illness or some other type of a disability. And what we kind of ask and hope for people is that if you have a friend that has a mental illness, you should maintain your friendship like you always have. Maybe try to learn a little bit about what their condition is. Be supportive. Be there for them. Continue to keep inviting them to things even if they say no. Especially when people have like severe depression, things like that. They might not want to get out, but you know, keep encouraging and just be there for them. Be ready. Be a good listener. Things like that. So sometimes people get nervous or uptight, you know, when a friend or family member gets a diagnosis like that. But what we hope is that people will really take the opportunity to learn more about it and try to maintain the friendship or the relationship. And
a couple of years ago, you had an open house at your main office, and you had a video there, and you put headphones on, and it was for schizophrenia, I think.
Right, yes it was.
But it was really a great experience. You let me have the opportunity to experience it. And until you do something like that, I don't think you realize how much people need friends.
Yeah.
And the experience of door knocking and people, normal, ordinary things, delivering pizza, how it affects you when you're not feeling well.
And I think that, I know, and even, I've worked in the mental health field my entire life,
Right.
which is a long time now.
Right.
But anyways.
You're 86, right?
Something like that. I look good though, don't I, for my age. But anyways, I did that same thing. It was a simulation to experience what it's like to have schizophrenia. And after that, I just had a whole new understanding, appreciation, I think a higher level of compassion. Because we have to remember, people don't choose to have that.
No.
It just happens, and it doesn't matter how much money you make,
right.
Or anything like that. What your race is, your ethnicity. It happens to some people, and I think
that might be a more severe type of mental illness.
That is one of the most severe. Yeah.
Than the other ones that the other people go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, because with especially like the paranoid schizophrenia, like you experience, you think that was a person trying to deliver a pizza. The wife was trying to take care of her husband. Right. He was too afraid to answer the door. He thought it was somebody coming to hurt him in some way. Won't take his meds because he thinks that's poison to kill him.
Right.
You know, things like that. And it's not the person. It's not just the person trying to be difficult. It's what's going on with them. And so it is important to be supportive, compassionate, understanding, and learn about it.
Friendship.
Friendship.
And that's the 30th of July, and that's one I had not heard of. You hear of all the other ones, the Valentine's Day and the Father's Day and the Mother's Day and all the other.
Well, and I'm not promoting this as a Hallmark holiday.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. And actually, always we should think about the importance of that, but we just thought we'd bring that up since there is a real day like that.
Well, anything else for us this month?
I don't.
Just be safe and sane and
be safe
enjoy the Mackinac race and the offshore races and all the activities that's going on. Wonderful area.
Oh, and Sunday, this Sunday is the Southside Music Festival in South Park.
That's always good.
That's always nice. It starts at noon. That's a great event. Other than that, be safe, enjoy this weather. It's pretty nice.
Deb Johnson, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
What a nice person to have here on CTV. on a monthly basis now. Deb Johnson from St. Clair County Community Mental Health. Coming up the end of the month, the beginning of August, is a wonderful project called Maritime Days, and Melisa Blanchard, the president of that group, is along to tell us all about the details in just a second. As I said, we are fortunate to have Melisa Blanchard here from the Marine City Maritime Days, the president. How many years have you been president?
3.
3 years, and you're still surviving.
Yes.
It's a tough job. It's a 12-month job.
It's a 12-month job.
But you do it out of love for your community.
Yes. We just love doing it. We love seeing everything grow, and it's great.
You can see it in your face and your smile, and the way you continue to do it at city commission meetings and everywhere else that you go to put it together. It's getting bigger. You've got some new activities this year. That's why we got you in today to talk about it. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start right with Friday.
Okay.
Friday, August the 5th, it will be opening day for Maritime Days. And the Midway area and the vendors will start at noon.
Okay.
But it really kicks off at 3 o'clock with the free puppet show.
Puppet show.
At the Riverbank Theater. They're sponsoring it. And the first, I think they hold 98 people.
At the Snug.
Actually, they'll be at the Riverbank.
Oh, that's 200.
Okay, then it's the first 200 people get to watch a free puppet show. It'll be Little Red.
Wow.
So we're really excited to add that to.
That is quite an addition.
Yes, and then we go into the Children's Parade, put on by Relevant Church. This will be our second year with the Children's Parade, and we had a great turnout last year. And it's so cool to see all the kids coming out with their wagons and their bikes and themselves decorated, and they have a really good time. And then we do the crowning of the Miss Maritime Days contest.
I think we got some. Oh, there we go. We got which picture is this one?
That's the Children's Parade, and then you can see the International Kinetic Energy Racing ramp behind that.
So that used to be called the Soapbox Derby.
Well, we don't use that anymore.
You can't use that anymore because of legal reasons.
Yes.
It's the
International Kinetic Energy Races.
I like the Soapbox Derby. It's a heck of a lot easier. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So, and then right after the parade, we have the crowning of the Miss. And new this year, we're going to have a Little Miss Maritime Days.
Okay.
A queen and a princess. And so we have 2 different groups of girls, our graduating seniors like we've done for years. And then it's 1st through 5th grade girls. We've got, I think, 13 girls that are, and they're so much fun. They get to ride on the float, and we've got the voting boxes out the same. And so
people vote by money.
It's $10 a vote.
$10 a vote?
10 cents. 10 cents, sorry. 10 cents a vote. So whoever gets the most wins, and everybody kind of asked about that. Yes. We split the money half. The girls take home half of that in prize money, and then the other half we use to keep the event going for the Miss Maritime Days.
Okay.
And then we're bringing back the beer pong again. That was a great event. We had a lot of, it was good for our young adults, the 21 up crowd. So. And
where are you going to do that?
In the beer garden.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's located in the same spot?
In the same spot in the river park. We really like it in there. It's we string Christmas lights in the trees, and it's really nice.
All right.
And then we have our fireworks on Friday night, courtesy of DTE Semco. No, DTE Energy.
Okay.
And St. Clair Aggregate. So.
Oh, okay. Very good. They went together. Yeah, because it's an expensive thing to put on fireworks.
Very expensive. Well, you guys just had yours here, so.
Right.
Yep. And then new this year, we have a movie in the park.
Okay.
So at 10:30, right after the fireworks, we're going to start a late movie for our teenagers. Just trying to fill in that gap. There's not a lot for the under 21 crowd, but the over 13 crowd. So Bauer Rose Funeral Home has stepped right up, and they're going to sponsor a movie. We're still working on picking out one.
What movie it's going to be?
But it's going to be really nice in Nautical Park.
Okay.
And then we move right into Saturday.
Okay, what do you brought a bunch of pictures on Saturday too. What do we got? You got a 5K run to start the day.
Always.
Always.
Always. You got to do that early in the morning because it's August.
There they go.
So we're going to start and stop that right over there at the beach. It's going to be a new route, but I'm assured it's going to be the best route yet.
Okay. So after the run is done, we got the kinetic energy racing continuing.
Yes, and that's courtesy of Foam All. They're our sponsor again, so all the kids race for free. They just have to show up with their cars and.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, and then we actually do have the adult racing on Friday night as well, and so that'll be fun. And
then you got a Ribs on the River. Is that something new? That was last year.
We had that last year as well.
Okay, and that's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
So I can enter?
You sure can.
Okay.
But you got to get in quick because we're only accepting 30 teams, and I think we're kind of getting close to that already.
Oh, wonderful,
so
wonderful.
We only had 14 teams last year, and it's almost doubled. So we're really excited about it.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I also see here that you've got the antique tractor people. They do a great job. They're in every parade that Marine City puts on. Mm-hmm. They're all local people, and man, those tractors are gorgeous.
They're so beautiful, and then they do some demonstrations too,
mm-hmm.
like corn shucking and things like that. So they're a great group of guys. We love having them out there.
Right. And gals.
And gals. Yep.
Right. Kids fishing tournament, Lighthouse Park, sponsored by Mike and Matt Horn.
Yes, they're volunteers in the community, and they get some great prizes for the kids, and that's a free event too.
Okay.
So.
Go ahead. International Comic Con. That's new.
The international. That's a new one this year.
Mr. Mykoff.
Mm-hmm. I think he's been in to talk to you.
Yes.
So we're excited.
He sent some characters in. He didn't come in.
Oh, okay.
But we had Batman, not Batman. We had Spider-Man and
Candy Cane.
Candy Cane and Spider-Man. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, we're excited to see that. There'll be a couple of different cars and quite a bit of people. I think it's going to make a new addition to the.
Let's go through some of the pictures that you got here, and for Saturday. You got some more pictures there, Jared? There we go. So that's
Rockstar.
Okay.
And that is what everybody has been waiting for the whole year. They are our closer band for Saturday night, and they're just an awesome 80s tribute band.
Okay.
So.
They look it. Mm-hmm. Okay, next.
Our Marine City Fire Department will be back out again with the Jaws of Life demonstration. Okay. And actually, my husband is working on building. It's a wall is kind of like a target where there's a fire inside of a house, and then our fire department's going to come out with a tanker truck. And so with the assistance of a firefighter, the kids get to shoot the hose and put out the fire.
Oh my God.
Not a real fire,
no.
But it's really neat.
That'll be fun.
That'll be another something new we have this year.
Okay, next.
And returning again is the sand art contest.
Okay.
With a new time though. We've always done it really early in the morning, and it's conflicted with a lot of things. So I think we have it starting at 4 o'clock at the beach.
Let me check 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, sidewalk chalk art contest, and I don't see that one. Maybe I'm probably reading upside down.
It should be down here at 4 o'clock. Sand art contest at 4.
Okay, sand art, right.
But we also do have the sidewalk chalk coming back, and we've got so many great activities. The community has really come together, and a lot of different things are sponsored. We call them the adopted events.
Good.
And sidewalk chalk is one of those. The Comic Con is one of those.
Maybe we should just highlight what's new so that people
What's new? The puppet show is new, but on Friday I forgot to mention, and I don't know how because I just did the flyer for it, the Kids Demo Derby.
Okay.
And
Kids Demo Derby.
The Kids Demo Derby. It's electric powered vehicles like the 6 and the 12 volt little electric kid cars. And we're going to put a balloon on the front and a balloon on the back of each car. And the kid that has a balloon left wins.
Okay, I like that.
We may have to do multiple heats because it's a free event.
Yeah.
All the kids have to do is show up with their electric car.
Okay.
We're not intending on breaking them.
Okay.
It could happen, but it's not the point. You just want to pop the balloon. And then we're going to have 2 age groups. The younger kids, I think, is 3 to 5, 3 to 6. And then we have 7 to 10. In each age group, the winner is going to win a brand new car.
Oh my God.
Yes. Mayor Skatarczyk and Commissioner Lisa Hendrick.
Beautiful.
Have both offered to buy a car for that. So we're so excited.
They're going together to buy a car.
No, they're each getting their own.
Oh, they're getting their own car.
Yep.
And what kind of a car? It'll be a little
just
toy car.
Yeah, 12-volt electric.
Oh my God, that's marvelous. That's marvelous.
It's going to be so much fun. The kids are going to have it's going to be great to watch, and the parents are going to be involved, and it's going to be great.
Okay.
And then we've got a karaoke contest for the first time this year.
And that's going to be
on Saturday.
On Saturday.
I think from noon until 2.
All right.
And right before that, or right after that, we have a chili dog eating contest. And the Marine City Old Newsboys and Girls are going to be putting that on. It's going to be a fundraiser for their...
The Joe Dogs.
Well, it's
similar
to the Joe Dogs. It won't be the Joe Dogs, but it kind of goes hand in hand with all of that.
Okay.
And let's see, we've got, on Saturday, we've got Captain Fishbones and the Pirate Shenanigans are coming in.
Is that a band?
No, it's a whole group of adults and kids. They come dressed up and they have some games and some activities, and I think they do like temporary tattoos and different things and interaction.
Is it for children or adults?
Well, both.
Oh, both.
Well, both. This is the family-friendly event.
Okay.
So that'll be good. That's going to run a couple of, maybe 3 or 4 hours on Saturday.
Okay.
And that'll be by the festival stage. And then returning from way back in the closets is the Stinky Sneaker Contest. I've been pushing for this for a few years, and I finally got a taker. The Marine City Area Chamber of Commerce is going to...
Stinky Sneaker
contest. So if you think you have the stinkiest, dirtiest sneakers...
Who are the judges?
I don't know, but I'm not one.
Oh.
No.
I'm going to have a cold that day.
I know.
I don't want to be the judge of that. We'll get Gene to do it over there behind camera 3.
But I know you know somebody who's just got those shoes that have got to go. Well, they have an opportunity to win a free pair of sneakers. So have them come on down on Sunday.
All right.
And then we found the coolest thing, Juggle Boy Nick here. He's going to do a show for us, and he juggles everything. And he's so good, and he's got a little comedy routine and maybe a little bit of magic show that goes along with it. So we're really excited to have that.
From 1 to 2 on Sunday.
Yep, right before the parade.
Okay. And the big parade starts off at what time?
At 2 o'clock on Sunday. And it will follow the same route as we had last year. We'll come up and over the Biff Laboon Bridge, and we'll go through town and then back down Main Street. So,
well, we'll be there, and
yes.
I'll have to talk to the Vertons, but I think I did talk to the Vertons about setting up. We'll set up at that same spot where the Terhun's automobile dealership was. And that's a good spot for us. We're out of the way. And we get a great shot of the people coming across, so the people that can't make it can see the parade on TV.
You guys always do a great job with that.
Well, we try to.
I don't get to see a lot of it, so I look forward to watching it the next week.
And what else you got?
Well, we've got a free throw contest. Fellowship Baptist Church is going to be out there doing that this year, and just our pretty much everything you saw last year is coming back, and then we just have all these great new events. But we're going to have the classic car show, the motorcycle show, the tractors. Like I said, the fireworks on Friday. So
well, things are happening in Marine City. There was a great story in the Times Herald the other day about the community and all the great things that Todd May and Melissa and Jeremy Fisher have done, and the Valerie Heath or her. I'm getting the wrong name, but Tom and Valerie have done it at the Riverbank, and other people. And this one is going to be August the 5th through the 7th. That's what I was stumbling for here. So people should not miss it. It's only about a month away, so make sure that you're home.
Yes, yes. Plan your parties, bring your friends. That's a good time for a family reunion that weekend. And it's always, the whole school class reunion. Everybody meets in the beer garden. But if anybody has any questions on anything, they can find us at www.maritimedays.com. .com.
Okay.
And all of our forms and our information, all the different activities and things like that. And we do have a volunteer meeting coming up because we couldn't do this without, our sponsors are wonderful, and our communities come together really good, and our businesses for supporting us. But we also, our staff, I work with some of the best people. I've met some of the best people doing this. And with that, we have a lot of volunteer opportunities.
Okay.
So we're going to have a meeting at GARS on Wednesday, July the 20th at 6:30, and we meet back in the back room in the sand trap room. So we've got, if you want to help out with the parade, the staging, helping us at the headquarters, just there's so many different opportunities, and if anybody wants to come out and help us out, even for an hour or two, we do appreciate it.
www.Maritime Days, all one word, .com, and you can register to be a volunteer or whatever. Tom and Valerie, Kathy, that's where I'm getting screwed up. Kathy, thank you, dear.
Valerie's her daughter.
Yeah, right, that's where I'm screwed up. It's one of those days. Okay, well, we'll have you back before the show starts in August, but thanks for bringing us up to date.
Thank you for having us.
Not a problem. That's about it for this edition as I stumble through my words of the Focus program. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.